It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't even a misunderstanding. It was a lie. A lie so big, so powerful, so catastrophic, that it became the most expensive lie in history. Act 1. Why lies work. Lies are powerful because people want to believe them. Kings lied to justify wars. Corporations lied to protect profits. Governments lied to maintain control. And when money, media, and power line up behind a story, a lie doesn't just survive, it dominates. But this lie was different because it didn't just cost money, it cost trust, it cost lives, it cost the stability of entire nations. Act 2. The spark. It began innocently, a claim repeated, a fact stretched, a truth bent just enough to be useful. Politicians repeated it, newspapers printed it, corporations marketed it, and slowly what started as an exaggeration turned into a foundation for billions of decisions. Because when a lie is profitable, it doesn't stay small, it grows. Act 3. Building the illusion. The lie became a machine. Think tanks wrote reports, experts gave speeches, news anchors repeated the same lines, charts were drawn, numbers were fabricated, data was twisted until it fit the narrative. And soon an entire generation believed something that wasn't true. This wasn't an accident, it was strategy. Because behind every truth sold to the public was someone making money. Act 4. Who benefited? Follow the money and the lie reveals itself. Corporations gained billions in subsidies. Banks cashed in on inflated numbers. Politicians won elections on false promises. And every layer of society bought in. The rich got richer. The powerful grew stronger. And the average person carried the cost. Because lies don't just exist in speeches. They exist in the price of your rent, the size of your paycheck, the future of your children. Act 5. Cracks in the illusion. But no lie lasts forever. At first, it was whispers, a journalist asking questions, an economist pointing out contradictions, an insider leaking documents. Then came the patterns, numbers that didn't add up, events that contradicted the story, billions that vanished without explanation. The cracks were small at first, but with every revelation, the lie grew harder to protect. Act 6. The exposure. The exposure came like a tidal wave. Documents leaked, emails surfaced, data proved the truth. And suddenly the world realized what had happened. Trillions of dollars had been invested, wasted or stolen, based on a lie. The collapse was immediate. Markets crashed, nations plunged into debt, fortunes disappeared. The truth that everyone believed turned out to be nothing but smoke. Act 7. The fallout. The cost wasn't just financial. Millions lost their jobs, pensions evaporated, families lost homes, nations entered recessions that would take decades to recover from. And people who had believed, who had trusted the system, were left betrayed. But here's the darkest part. The ones who spread the lie didn't suffer. They walked away richer, protected by lawyers, by politicians, by the very system they corrupted. Because when a lie is big enough, accountability disappears. Act 8. Why it matters. The story of the world's most expensive lie isn't just history, it's happening now. Every day, new truths are sold to us. Numbers that look too perfect, promises that seem too good, trends that make no sense. And yet, we believe because it's easier to accept the story than to question it. And because the people telling the lie are the same people writing the rules. Closing reflection. The world's most expensive lie didn't cost just money, it cost trust. And once trust is broken, it can never fully return. That's the real price of a lie this big. Not just the trillions lost, not just the homes, jobs, or lives destroyed, but the knowledge that we live in a system where truth is optional and where lies, if big enough, rule the world. Thank you for watching. See you next time.